Hello Gatekeepers, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to give you a personal update about my Chalazion Nightmare. So if you haven't noticed this beautiful, or is it, look, that's not even the eye. If you haven't noticed this beautiful red bump right there in the center of my eye, then maybe you need to get your eyes checked. Just kidding. But I know you guys have seen it. You've seen it. It's a big bump. It was way bigger. But anyway, let's talk about it today. So what the heck is going on with my eye? What is this red thing? Why, who, what, when, where? Let's talk all about it. So about a year ago, a year and a half ago, when my family and I were living in hotels, especially like the last few months where like the stress was like at an all-time high because it was already nearing the 2-year mark that we were living out of hotels, I noticed that I started getting like inflammation. It wasn't a bump yet, but it was more like inflammation on the eyelid. And so I just naturally, even before like Googling anything, I just naturally would like get super hot water and put like a compress on it. And then like it went away and stuff like that. So fast forward to a high stress season in my life, and this bump appeared on my eye. And the thing is, it would go away. And so I was like, okay, what the heck? This bump is coming. It's going away. So that happened on and off. But the past year, when the Chalazions came back, they were there and they stayed. It was 2 of them, one right here, this being the biggest one, and that one. They were way bigger than they are right now. And I've gone through a lot with these. So I want to introduce you. This right here is my bumpsty. I call her my bumpsty. We kind of have like a love-hate relationship. It's kind of like she's kind of like a part of me now. She became a part of me because she's been there for a year, but then I also really don't like her. It's so weird. What am I talking about, guys? What, Amanda? It is late right now. What time is it? Let me tell you what time it is. But I'm dedicated. We got to do these videos. It is 12:11. It's midnight. What am I talking about? Okay. So anyway, like I said, I just got so used to it because I've had it for a year, basically. So I've done it all. I've done all the things. I've done heat compresses. I've done heat compresses. I've done like coffee on the eye. I've done the aggressive massages. I've done the egg yolk on it, like all the things. If you have any tips, like any of the things that I did not just mention, right now, this instant, this moment, please write it in the comment section and let me know what you've done because I'm over this. My last resort was surgery, and that was something that I thought I would never ever do. And I also didn't want to, but I was so desperate because they were so big. Like, I'm going to attach some photos. They were huge and it started affecting my vision. That's why I was like, okay, I need to get this done with already. I need to fix this Chalazion because now it's making like my eyesight blurry, and things like that really affected me. Like, it made me cry because I'm like, like, don't mess with my 2020. Don't mess with my 2020. Don't mess with my 2020. Like, my vision is perfecto, Lord Jesus. Like, what is this? And so it was like putting tons of pressure on my cornea, and it was making my vision blurry. I remember driving one night and it was so blurry, and I was like devastated. I was like, oh my gosh, I can barely see. This is terrible. This is so terrible. Like, oh my gosh. And I've never had any type of vision problems, anything. So that really affected me, you know. Obviously, the whole cosmetics of it, don't like it. I don't think it's cute. It's just like this big, like, hello, like it's there, like you see it, you know. But I at this point it doesn't like, I'm over it. It's just like I just ignore her now. But when it was really big, it was really big. Like there was no hiding it, you know. And I don't even try to hide it. Like I said, I don't really care too much anymore. So anyway, it was really, really big. And even when I had my eye closed, like it was just like it was just like bulging down, like making like my eyelashes like protrude. It was really big. And so I was just like, man, let's just do this. Let's just do this. It's an outpatient procedure, you know, like it is what it is, you know. I was a little bit like, not even a little bit, I was very apprehensive because of the lidocaine, which is a numbing agent that they put there. I'm like, how is that going to affect me? Like that's, my brain is right here, my face, like, oh, that whole thing of it. I hated it so much. But I did my research. I was informed, and I that's all I'll really say about this. I don't like that I did that, and I regret the entire surgery altogether anyway, because I got the surgery. I'll attach some photos of that too. I did the surgery, and it's like it did nothing. I feel like it did nothing. It was still big, and it's like the recovery time was like in 7 to 10 days. The swelling will go down. 7 to 10 days, still looked big as heck. And so I was like, And then I remember the ocular surgeon telling me, well, this one was bigger. Because basically I had two, I didn't even explain it yet. But okay, so the surgery was, I had two chalazions. I had one on this side and it was under. So that one, they went inside, like they flipped my eyelid, and then that one. This one was way too big and it was protruding, so they did the incision on top. And so they said when you do an incision out of the skin, like on top of the skin, that the healing time takes longer. So I was like, okay, that one was a big one. It was an outward incision, so maybe it'll take maybe a couple weeks went by. It was still big as heck. And then I had my 1 month follow-up visit, and oh my gosh, I just remember leaving the place like so frustrated, because I went there and he's like, yeah, you know, it still looks pretty big. Like, I'm not even gonna get into it. Just basically, like, it's like, bro, you just took my money. Like, here was my money. Nothing happened. Like, it still looks exactly the same. Have a little cut on my little slice on my eyelid now, and I don't feel like anything happened. So he wanted to schedule another follow-up for next month. He's like, you know what? He's like, let's make another appointment for next month. And if it's still big, we'll have more options. Maybe we'll do the surgery. And I was like, just no. I was like, I'm not going to come back in a month. I was like, I did this. I didn't even want to do this. And I'll get rid of it myself somehow. Thank you. Bye-bye. Like, that's how I left it. So I was just like, I felt so frustrated that I did something that I didn't even want to do out of desperation and like really thinking like, you know, this is just going to help me. And it did nothing. So after that, I bought like this, I watched this lady's video on YouTube. I got out of breath. Did you hear that? Okay. I watched this lady's video on YouTube, and she was telling me, like, she was sharing her Chalazion story, and then she started saying how she did the surgery as well, did nothing. And I was like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have seen this before I did it, you know? And so she said that she started doing a heat compress with a mask, and she was just like aggressively massaging the thing. Because basically what a Chalazion is it's like a buildup of oil that kind of solidifies, and then it just creates this bump. And so I bought this mask on Amazon. I'll link it in the description below if you're watching this story because you have a Chalazion. But it's just like, it looks like an eye mask, and then but it's heated and it gets really hot, and I would leave it on for 20 minutes. And then after it, I would kind of like pull my eyelashes, and then I'd grab it like this. Wait, which one I'm like, okay, this one, because it's like, the bump, like you barely feel it now. Like you see the redness still, but like it's like almost empty. So I would grab my eyelashes and then I just start aggressively like massaging and like pushing it down because I'm trying to get the oils out. I was doing that consistently for a week and it was getting smaller. And then I just kind of stopped. I have no reason why I stopped. I just kind of stopped. And my husband's like, Amanda, you got to get back on it. So after this video, I'm going to start doing the heat compresses again, guys. And let's see where I am like in the next month or so. So I need to start doing the heat compresses again and just kind of aggressively massaging it. I think I just didn't like the fact that I just had to sit still for 20 minutes and do nothing. Like it was just like on my face and I'm just like sitting there like random. Like I couldn't read. I had music sometimes. I don't know. Maybe I can't even remember what my thought process was, but I think it's just that of it, like having to just sit still, you know, like I'm like, I gotta go all the time. I'm just like, I have a lot of energy, guys. But anyway, that's not an excuse. I need to start doing them again because the bumsty, she needs to go. She's almost gone and she knows that her time is nearing and she's just trying to hold on a little longer. So awkward. So that's it, guys. This was more of like a personal update. I just wanted to share my Chalazion story with you guys and what I've been through. We've been through a lot with this bump. But through it all, I can share like it never, I don't know. I just felt like to share this because I feel like everyone is so different and everyone handles stress and everyone handles difficulty so differently. Like me, when it comes to, I've been through a lot. Oh my gosh. I've been through so much in my lifetime, like a lot of deep, hard, heavy things, you know, and everybody's responses to those kinds of, you know, traumas or just whatever, grief, whatever it is that one can go through. Everyone's responses are so different. So for me personally, like when I'm going through something, I take it at face value. I process it. I process my feelings. I feel my feelings because it's okay, you know? And then I just kind of, I guess, prioritize it in my head, like where it should be. And so this was one of those things where it's just like, okay, this sucks. It was caused by stress. Cosmetically, I don't really like it. It's not cute, but it's not going to affect my identity or how I see myself. Like it didn't make me feel like, oh my gosh, I got to put pounds of makeup on and hide this, or, oh, I feel so ugly. Like I didn't feel any of that. I was just like, yeah, girl, you got a big old bump on your eye. That's weird. Let's try to fix it. And if not, we'll pray it away. And so that was kind of my process and my thought frame during the whole thing. Thought frame, mind frame, who knows? It's midnight. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to share my Chalazion story with you guys, give you a little update because the only updates I did give was like via Instagram. And it's been a while. It's been how many months since I got the surgery? I got it in March or February. I got it in February. So February, March. So it's been like 3.5 months since I've gotten the surgery. And so I just wanted to give a little update. I'm going to start consistently. Like I need some accountability. Like I need some messages on my Facebook, on my Instagram, on my blogs. Like, are you doing your compress? Are you doing your heat compress? Because come on, man, I need it. But yes, that was my Chalazion story. If you have experienced this and you're much further along in your Chalazion story, give me all your tips and tricks in the comment section below. I will try them in a heartbeat. And if you are experiencing this right now, I want to just give you a little word of advice. Don't sweat it too much. Like it's going to go away. Like eventually it's going to go away. There's just, some are more stubborn than others. Some go away, some don't. But you can get rid of this thing. Like you don't have to live with it forever. You can get rid of it. A few tips I can give you is doing the heat compress, oils, massaging, and being consistent with it, because I'm not being consistent with it. And I know that once I start being consistent with this and I'm doing the heat compresses, like I know that it's either going to completely dissipate or it's going to get so to the point where you could barely see it and then it's just going to go away type of thing. And so I'll give you guys another update in what we should do like 2 months from now, and we'll see where we're at. But that was my Chalazion story. You got to come back in a couple months and see how it's looking. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to put the heat compresses because Bumsty, if you got this far, in the video right now, I want you to comment below and say Bumsty, bye-bye. Bumsty, bye-bye. Because Bumsty, Bumpstie, that's how I spelled it. Bumsty, bye-bye. Because she needs to go bye-bye, right? Like, you're here long enough. Your time is up. All done. Like, how dare you be on my beautiful eyelid? Okay, I'm done. Thank you so much for watching this video. In 2 months, I'm going to check back with you all. We're going to circle back and we're going to see how consistency pays off, because consistency in anything pays off. It really does. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this little update about me and my eye. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.